Hey sailors, welcome to the crew. I'm Sailor Agenda, and this is my Let's Play of Rule the Waves 3 as Great Britain. We continue to fight a probably losing war against both the United States and France. We just have lately won a couple of battles off Jamaica. We've continued to beat up on the French, but we're still grossly outnumbered, so we are looking to bring this war to an end as quickly as we can with any luck.
Oh, we've taken Annam fantastically, and we've lost another Canada to a submarine. I mean, it's 3-1. There's only so much that can be done about those kind of odds. Should I target next? Kind of thinking way high way in case we have a war with Japan in future. I'm gonna send this squadron up to Northeast Asia. And we're gonna try to invade way high way. The American fleet is mostly on the South American East Coast now. Means that although unfortunately we haven't fully fought them off in Jamaica, this fleet should bail back to the Central Pacific and keep pushing that invasion of Hawaii, because the Americans didn't ever actually break that before they started going back around the coast. Yeah, that seems not fightable. So we have one colonial cruiser. They are apparently expected to have 3 battle cruisers, 5 carriers, 6 cruisers, and 38 destroyers in this battle. I think that I will pass. I literally don't have any ships here, so that's not going to work out well for us either. Oh. They actually have a battle cruiser here. This could get ugly. We got 2 heavy cruisers, 3 light cruisers, and 8 destroyers. But if we're really about to run into a battle cruiser, this could get very, very ugly. Although I tell you what, I have one solution, which is to run like hell for Eskimo. We probably would only lose 1 or 2 ships that way. You know, it all just depends on what we run into. We're also definitely within strike range of... I see anything. Oh, I see the incoming missiles. Does that count as seeing something? Let's turn hard away from that. Wow, didn't hit us. Good start. That's just destroyers right there. There must be something much larger behind them. That, or we're just about to eat a couple of destroyers for breakfast, but that doesn't seem very likely. You guys are a critical part of this force. Form line ahead. What am I looking at here? That's not a CL, is it? I mean, it could be a CL. It doesn't look... Like, at this zoom level, if that's what a heavy cruiser looks like... That could be a heavy cruiser. It doesn't look grossly larger. And we're not taking, like, heavy caliber gunfire either. No, that's a CL. Fancy modern one with 12 6-inch guns and SSMs, but they just fired all the SSMs and missed, so... I mean, we've got Canadas and Bristols here, but these are Suffolk-class heavy cruisers with 10 9-inch guns. That will definitely outshoot 12 6-inch. Especially as there's 2 of them. Where's the battle cruiser? If there's not a battle cruiser, then this is just gonna be hilariously one-sided in our favor, because there is one light cruiser fighting two heavy and three light cruisers right now. She's lost speed already. I think she probably can't escape. I think she's trying now, but I think it's too late. Unless she has a battlecruiser coming up from the south to support her, but I do not see any sign of that. Honestly, even if she does, she's personally in trouble, because she's pretty shot up now already. Cut across her bow, cut across her stern. Trap her and finish her off. Oh, is she going in circles? Yes, maybe? I don't know. She's in an absolutely hellish kill zone right now, is what she's in. I don't know what the objective of that circle was, but I don't think she's gonna survive it. Yeah. Alright, I don't know what that was about, but scratch one American light cruiser. Let's see if we can get the destroyer too. Since she wasn't really sensible enough to just run for it. She is now, but that's a little late. Should have done it while we were distracted. She might still get away, but we hit her a couple times. If one of them slowed her down at all, then she's only 70 nautical miles to Astoria, but yeah, she's probably good. We're not going to catch her on pure speed. Let's turn around and head for Esquimalt. Before we get any closer to any air bases. Oh wait, no, that was the light cruisers, yeah. We have to get quite a lot closer to the air bases in order to get to Esquimalt, but... So we probably shouldn't. Let's just head that way. Go to Alaska. We can come into Esquimalt when it gets dark. Okay. I mean, yeah, pretty straightforward. Camperdown was hit by 7 6-inch shells, or 5-inch, and we sank the cruiser USS Tacoma with a pretty overwhelming amount of 9-inch and 6-inch and 5-inch fire. She never really had a chance, considering she was on her own against an entire squadron. Yes, oh my god, the prestige we're losing in the Mediterranean. Thank fuck. Compromise peace is mediated by Germany. Le armistice ist sign. Improved ship-to-ship communications, reduced signaling errors, DD and scout rules, friendly radar contacts identified. Alright, look. The budget. Oh god, the budget. That won't even help that much. Oh god, the foreign stations tonnage. Okay, alright, hold on. So, honestly, we won that war. Not like decisively or anything, but not only did we hold our own militarily, we definitely sank more than what we lost. And our only lost territory is Bermuda, which isn't great, but we gained the entirety of Annam and Cochin China for that, which is definitely worth more than Bermuda, and we held on to Jamaica. So I would call that a success. Now let's recall the fleets that are currently scattered all over the world. You guys not headed to the Central Pacific, go back to Northern Europe. You guys, no Northeast Asia, head back to Northern Europe. There's a lot of rebuilding to be done. Our budget is not really good enough to support that. But okay, I can get it under control by just pausing construction. And I will put stuff into reserve as soon as I can. I mean, we took serious enough losses that we're going to have to avoid wars for a while, if at all possible here. Including an Eagle and an Albion. I'm not going to build a replacement for Albion, it's just not practical in 1957 to lay down a new battleship. If anything, we should probably be thinking about decommissioning the Revenge class. But, alright, what are we sitting at otherwise? 12 heavy cruisers, so we actually didn't lose any, I believe. That said, the Suffolks probably should be replaced. Hell, the Cumberlands probably should be replaced. We did build one Sussex. This is the only really modern heavy cruiser in the fleet. However, first we need to replace the Bristols, which are even older. And there's only, oh wait. That's fine. We were building the Yarmouths to replace them. The problem is we lost several Yarmouths during the war, too. We need 12. There's only 3 building, and 2 of them are paused, so... let's see. We have 7 Yarmouths in actual service. There are 8 Bristols here. The newest Bristols I'm going to need to put on foreign station duty until I can build the successor class to the more Canadas. Okay. So it takes 5 of them to fill that out. That means that 7, 10... Oh, we are still short on light cruisers. Alright, well, once these are finally finished, then we can start decommissioning Bristols. We're going to need to lay down 2 more Yarmouths and several Canada replacements. Maybe just more Canadas. I know they're over 10 years old, but I don't really have... Well, we can improve the design, so yes, probably more Canadas. Or more of a replacement class. The Courageous class direly needs to be replaced. But it's going to be years before we can get more Eagles in service. My god, Japan has 21 carriers in service now. Yeah, our fleet tonnage is, well, France's fleet tonnage is a literal joke now. But otherwise, we're only beating Italy, Spain, and Austria-Hungary, plus France. But Germany and Russia both have more tonnage than us. And the US and Japan have hilariously more tonnage than us. Anti-missile decoys. Okay, our fighters are still doing the overwhelming majority of the work. What the hell, the monthly balance is still appalling. I don't have a way to cut expenses that much more. I mean, I can put this into reserve. The Courageouses are going to straight up go into, like, mothballs as soon as they're all home. The Bristols that I am retaining for fleet duties can go into reserve, but they're not ready to do so yet, because they're not all back home. I guess we put pretty much all the Amazons into reserve as soon as they're actually home. God, the budget. Um, we can put some Suffolks into reserve, except they're all not in Northern Europe, but that still doesn't actually balance the budget. It's just as close as we're going to get. We scrap these non-missile submarines, but we should build another missile submarine. We lost one. The budget has to improve, like, immediately. This is unacceptable. PPX shells, shell and missile damage. I guess we can't really provoke a war right now. We can't afford that right now. What is our budget right now? It's not even bad. Our budget is higher than Japan's right now. How is it that we can't afford anything then? Because I have nothing under construction and most of the fleet is in reserve, I feel like. And we don't have that much tonnage in surface compared to everyone else either. Oh boy. Better helicopter, quite a bit better. Faster and longer ranged and more firepower and toughness. Nice. Okay, despite everything, we're about to go bankrupt again. A lot of our ships are still not actually home. Anything I'm forgetting? I stopped training. Honestly, I feel like we have to make this bigger, but that would cost us a lot of extra missile or maintenance costs, so no, but you three are back and can go into reserve. That keeps us afloat for one more turn, but damn. Light anti-ship missiles for aircraft. Helicopters and light jet fighters can carry light ASMs. That's nice. Okay. Morocco has gained independence from Spain. Hey, the budget is technically balanced, albeit we are constructing nothing. Which is not so great. How does Japan, on a similar budget to us, have, like, gratuitously larger forces in every category? Okay. On the basis that it's probably going to be a while before we fight another war, I'm going to scrap the Revenge class. That'll leave us 3 battleships. Hopefully that will be enough. I'm going to put all of them into reserve. That will save us some money. That did help. Resume construction straight away on the Yarmouths, because the sooner we can replace the last Bristols, the better. And our budget's immediately catastrophically bad again. I don't know how that happened. It should have been fine. But so much for construction. Obviously not. We can't afford that even if you gave me budget. And the monthly balance is completely screwed again. Why are you still in the Central Pacific? Please return home, both of you. Both of you into reserve. You and you into reserve. Like I've got better than half the fleet in reserve at this point. All these in reserve barely even does anything. Does a little bit, but not a couple hundred maybe. But we need a lot of new things. Very. I don't. How the hell do I even balance the monthly budget? How is it this bad? What else can I even put in reserve? Oh, you know what? Air bases. All of them into reserve status. Oh, I said all of them, not one. Okay, we'll just, apparently that can only be done one at a time. It's not the actual airbase maintenance, it's the, plane maintenance. Just stealing tech from us. Okay, that did. Yes, that finally balanced the budget a little. Great. I'm pulling the arc rails back out of reserve because I. Wow, that costs a lot of money monthly though. Yeah, but I'm not keeping the whole carrier fleet in mothballs. Like, it's just not practical. Yes, I'm keeping those in reserve because it's way too damn expensive to keep them active. We've got to try to finish some ships. Okay, finally. I don't care that much. Struggling with a bunch of things. I'll lay down that one replacement submarine before I forget. Assume this Yarmouth. I need to lay 2 more down still. Internal upheaval in the Falklands. So that's right, I lost those. No. Bad Spain. Gas turbine engines, that's nice. Okay. New destroyer class is for sure something we could do. Okay, HMS Pandora, of course they have. HMS Pandora is commissioned. The US is apparently building a new battlecruiser class with SSMs, SAMs, and 10 16-inch guns, because that's terrifying, okay. I'm gonna need to lay down another Yarmouth. Or two, actually. Right, how many Yarmouths do I have in service now? 8 with the new commissioning. Which means, considering how many Bristols are currently on foreign station, I'm still short several. Can I see, how many Canadas? That's just a summary, that's not helpful. How many Canadas did I actually lose in the war? I don't remember how many I had before. We only have 12 now. I think we had 15 or 16 before. We have to design a successor class to that so that we can actually get rid of all the old Bristols. Because our foreign stations requirements are crazy. That is the downside of it. Yes. We are in full Imperial overstretch mode by now, if you haven't noticed. We have literally controlled probably more than half the locations on the map. And we have the... what? 1, 2, 3, 4... 5th highest budget. So protecting all of that is egregiously expensive compared to what we have available. Okay. Didn't I just commission another Yarmouth? Calliope, yeah. Okay, so that's 9. So with the 3 Bristols that are still in service, that brings us up to the strength we want to be at. We need 5 to reinforce the Canadas, so until more Yarmouths or Canadas are finished, we can't do anything with that. We have just enough heavy cruisers. We do direly need more carriers. I would say, considering our financial situation, I would probably accept 8, but we don't even have that. But Canada replacement has to be our priority. These are 7,800 tons, 8 6-inch guns, 31 knots. We don't want it to be expensive, you know. Maintenance cost on these is 179. Yeah, let's say 32 knots is fine. Let's say that's fine. Let's say we would like some torpedo defense. It does need to be spacious. It needs to have colonial service. Does long range actually help colonial service? Not that much. Let's do this because, like, if it gets in a battle, it's not doing well anyway. Don't need that. Well, this would save more weight. And kind of rub in that this is a non-combat ship. Yeah, let's do it. Yes, these should be dual-purpose guns. We will give the third fire control position. It can have 12 guns. That's not my concern. Secondaries. I'm not putting a SAM on here. 4 SSMs is fine, but I'm not putting a SAM on. Okay, but now this is better than the Yarmouth class. It's at least equal. It's actually better. That's not helpful to me. I mean, we can build her, well, with some of the other savings, we can build it on 9,800 tons. That's too heavy. Let's take some SSMs. Well, the SSMs aren't even heavy, though. Can I do an all-forward armament? Like, yes. That will get us down to 8,700 tons, 32 knots, 9 6-inch guns. Latest in radar, depth charges, mines, just because. Some SSMs. Think it'd be worth fitting a helipad? What if we're considering them to be anti-submarine specialists? Which they kind of are. That's destroyers' jobs, though. No, pass. Okay, so 8,700 tons. Still too damn heavy, honestly, but I can live with it. Hopefully I'm not forgetting anything egregious. I think that's going to be our new colonial service class. Hopefully 3 or 4 of them will be enough. Okay. Tensions with Spain, struggling with missile boats and SSMs and anti-missile tactics. Major arms firm wants to sell to South America. Fine. We need all the money we can get. Two ships worked up. Are we using light jets anywhere? Not really, right? All our carriers are using heavy jets. Well, except for the Courageouses, but all the proper carriers are using heavy jets. Why does that arc royal have a different loadout than all the others? Huh. I don't know. Most of them have 1 heavy jet, 2 jet attack. This one somehow ended up the opposite. I'm changing you to jet attack because I think that's what you were supposed to be in the first place. Do we actually have full complements of aircraft now? We do. Look at us. Okay. Mostly. Yeah, nowhere uses light jets, so I wouldn't bother with that. Now, our heavy jets and jet attack are themselves almost outdated now, but it's a separate problem. We really need to focus on this cruiser situation first. And destroyers. Once we finish these 2 Eagles, we are not going to be able to build any more capital ships for a long while, because our destroyer force and our cruiser force are both just hopelessly outdated. Low level air attack profile. Less hit chances for enemy SAMs. Nice. How much per turn for a Polaris? Well, they are a good deal cheaper than Yarmouths, but still much more than we can afford per turn. Yes, please do. Although, improved SSM launchers, quad heavy SSM launchers, trainable, nice. Guantanamo Bay is rebelling, Spain's in trouble. It's costing us like 1,000 a turn just to have these sit here. Of course, it costs, I don't even know how much once they're finished, but if I wanted 10 carriers, all I would need is these 2 plus 1 more, and then the Arc Royals would make up the difference, although they're much smaller. I'm gonna try slowly resume construction of Empress of India. Front. Explosive shells. The people in Mozambique. My god, the Italians are just all over the place being aggressive. Now they've taken Mozambique. Get missile boats. Guantanamo Bay has acquired independence somehow. I'm gonna assume Cuba backed them in that because they're already independent. Okay, I'm not really that worried about Italian aggression. I do think we could help. You know, we have less fleet tonnage than Italy right now. The only thing we really outnumber them in is light cruisers, and half of our light cruisers are colonial. Do I want that? How many Yarmouths do I have right now? 9 already? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. No, we don't need that. Sorry. Oh, no. Social reforms. Double SAM launchers, because we have no SAM. The budget. Well, time to pause another Eagle. Empress of India again. Oh boy. Minor allies threatened in the Balkans. Let's just call for a peace conference. Yeah, that's what I thought. Well, I guess I had better deploy ships to Italy, or to... Oh god, everything's in reserve. I don't even have enough active ships to deploy. Government. What dregs do you want me to deploy to the Mediterranean? We barely have... a fraction of what you want available. Was it 168? That's just embarrassing if so. Um, hopefully it wasn't. This is going to cost us a lot more money. Advanced acoustic torpedoes, torpedo hit chance. The budget is now heavily negative per month because of the cost of having all these ships in the Mediterranean. Yay. Son of a bitch. Well, now it's 193 required. Oh, I thought this was glitched because it said CV event. No, this is actually a carrier that they've named Event for some reason. And it's like gigantic super carrier with 108 jets and SAM launchers and everything. But okay, you know what? If I... The whole fleet can be there in a month anyway once war starts. We're going home. Except for that Canada. It's too damn expensive to forward deploy everything there. We're on a budget, Prime Minister. I don't know if you've heard anything about that, but... Oh, look, the Japanese are building a new 55,000. This should be finished already, but giant battlecruiser with SSMs and 16-inch guns and everything. Okay. Really got to try to finish construction of these Eagles. Our submarine is ready. Short-range air-to-air missiles, better air-to-air firepower, good. Okay. We need to build our prestige back up a little. That didn't even actually increase our prestige. Okay, HMS Lowestoft is commissioned. Build some highways. I don't know, that's supposed to pay long-term dividends, I think. Although maybe it just doesn't increase tension. Okay, we finished the Yarmouth Lowestoft. That gives us 10. I will decommission one of these 3 Bristols, Glasgow. The other 5 have to stay in service until we have enough Canadas to cover our foreign station, or not Canadas. These days it's the Canada Replacement class, which I don't remember what it's called, but we've got to finish the Eagles first, really, so Bristols are gonna be in service for a while yet. We'll be lucky if we get them all out by the end date. Grumman Blicker. US has a lot of nice carriers, I get it. Improved instrument landing systems, air operations in low cloud and drizzle. Stop reminding me about that, I don't care. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, it's January of 1960. The fleet is not on its best state. I'm gonna maintain we technically won that war, but it's been what, almost 3 years already? At least 2 or something, and we haven't commissioned. We've commissioned maybe 2 new ships in that period, something like that. The fleet is smaller than Italy's and Russia's and Germany's, not to mention enormously smaller than the US and Japan's. At least we're a bit larger than Austria, Hungary, and Spain's. France has recovered 300,000 tons yet already, although our fleet is still larger than theirs, but we urgently need to replace most all of our heavy cruiser force. Certainly the Suffolks, but really the Cumberlands too. The Sussex class was supposed to replace most of them, honestly, but it's probably too outdated to build more of at this point. We urgently need to get the rest of these 30-year-old Bristols out of service, but that doesn't seem like it's, well... The last 2 frontliners, yes, but they might stay on foreign stations for years to come. We really need to get rid of the Courageous class, which is at least underway within the next 2 years, probably. And, oh yes, the Amazons are still consist, let's see, this is still 60 out of our 94 destroyers, and they are hopelessly obsolete at this point. Well, pretty hopelessly. They haven't even ever been rebuilt, so yeah, pretty hopelessly. But well, the Legion, yeah, we probably need a new class after the Legion class, honestly, but suffice to say, building 60 new destroyers and 7 to 11 new heavy cruisers is, plus 3 or 4 new colonial cruisers. It's going to be a lot of money that we don't really have. Although once the Eagles are finally finished, we'll have a little more, but crikey. Well, we'll see. I'm sure we'll figure it out somehow. In the meantime, thank you all very much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. And this is Sea Lord Jenda signing off.